Hello, welcome to another video with yours truly, Drift Shepherd. It's your boy! So last time we acquired the anticipated C8 Corvette. Here she is, the C8 Corvette. Last time we saw her, she was in the torch red. This one is rapid blue. I wish they would have had in the back and a front in the front, which is like most exotic vehicles, like the Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, Porsche has as well, because they have their mid-engine Porsche. But yeah, so the roof can't come off. If I can try to figure out how to change views, there we go. So yeah, this is what I meant by here's the LT2, I believe, engine. But yeah, so as you can tell, this is the trunk. So what you do is you can use it for the trunk, or you can also take off the roof, which is what the Corvette is also known for as well, and put it in the back section. But there's definitely like Speed Phantom has made a video of. There is a lot of wasted space a bit with having a trunk as well, just for the roof. If you want a convertible, just go for the convertible option, even though the hard top is nice as well. Personally, for me, it would be the hard top version, not the soft top convertible. That's just me. And then here's your front, which has about the exact same amount of room. Maybe a little bit more less than the trunk option in the back here. But yeah, I know they could actually have a lot more. They could add like turbos onto this or stuff like that, or you know, there's so much more capability if they would have not given the trunk option. And just blue looks pretty nice. Again, we like the Alcone blue. That's a darker shade blue than this one. To me, this is almost like a baby blue, sky blue, but see what we can do. We can! You know we're gonna do it then. So yes, it does add a bit more weight to it, but so this is definitely gonna be a lot different than drifting the front engine C7 Corvettes. And again, I am doing the race cage because of drifting. I don't want to take too much out, so that should be decent. This does have and also the Corvette has a dual clutch in it, I believe. 8-speed dual clutch transmission. And yes, I am reading it off the Chevrolet build form. You can spec out your Corvette or any vehicle that you would want to spec out how you would want it. But yeah, so I went with it would be the LT1. You can choose either the coupe or the convertible. I would go with the coupe. This doesn't mean I'm buying this. It was just to get the paint name, because I on my head didn't know what the name of the paint was. So that's the only reason I was using the website for, was to get the proper name of the paints that they actually use. I don't know how much of the diff I'm going to lock. So it comes in sport compound, which is fine. So you don't have to do any playing around. So she comes in 245s on the front on 19s, 35 with 305, 20 in the rear on 30. 325s might be much. 335s is pretty much getting close to, or actually accurate to, the C7 Corvettes and stuff from like the 2009 and up. So the fact they went down to 305, that's pretty interesting. Do I want to play track width? Maybe a little bit in the front. Definitely a little bit in the back. So that way it's a little bit flush with the the oval fender or the stock fenders. Am I gonna play with the Chevrolet rims? So the rims that I started using on the BMWs is these ones, the ADF1, ADF Forza. I also did find them in Forza Motorsport 7. So I am using it in Forza Motorsport 7 as well. It does look nice. I do like that. But we are going to stick with the stock rims for now. 5-spokes are really nice rims to go with. I would go with 5-spokes as well. So that is it for that. Let's see what they have for front. Okay. Downforce, which we don't really need too much of. The Forza wing. And then the removable wing. So this is what the Corvette looks like without the wing. I say it looks better with the spoiler on than without a spoiler on the back. But it's actually interesting that it's got a flat-ish in the middle of the spoiler. But I like it. It looks cool. It's definitely, it functions a bit. How much, I don't exactly know. So engine swaps, you could put a 7.0 liter V8, which is the older, I think that is one of the LS engines. You go a 5.2 liter V10, which is insane. V12, which is now getting into the Lamborghinis, which actually sound pretty nice, and Ferraris as well. Racing V12 and racing 7.2 liter V8. It's tempting, but you're never, I don't know, never, but I think the highest are going to be probably the 7.0 liter V8. But we'll definitely give it a shot on the stock. So they come with different brakes. I'll put race on it. Okay, now we get to the engine itself. Definitely want to go with the flywheel, of course. So what I would like to try to do is get it to be even. The only thing is, it's 20 pounds feet of torque less than the horsepower. So I don't know how exactly accurate it's gonna be. Okay, that's not bad. Could you imagine if we actually get this thing up to even horsepower and torque? So what I want to do is put a probably 550, which is not going to give us a whole lot of room to play around. So for that, I might just put this up to like an 800 horsepower easy build, since we do have spoke compounds already on it as stock. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll do 800 horsepower and not play around with the trying to make it accurate at the moment. We'll see how much exactly we can get this up to with everything bolted onto it. That's 703, 590. So, yeah, it's not really that bad with a stock LT2, I believe it is. With just upgraded internals on the inside and different aftermarket exhaust. It also does have active exhaust inside the exhaust as well, for the different exhaust modes for when you're. So you can have quiet, sport, and track. Of course, with me, it would probably be on sport mode for the exhaust to get that more of the sounding of the V8. That's it. 42,000 is the final build. So you have the, of course, lottery win. Then you have skill legend, lucky hits, worst spins. Then one combo, risk taker, just hoon it, showing off. You get 2,000 credits, which is actually not bad. considering. So you could just be actually handles fairly good on stock setup. So yeah, no, that actually handles fairly decent with how it's set up. So now we get into the slowly fine-tuning the vehicle for how I want it to handle. So I do 27 in the front, but 24 in the rear. Gears I have gone up, but I'll leave it for now. I will put it up to my own. So this is what I do. I put it down to a 2.5 negative. Positive, I will go up to a probably a 5. Of course, the toe is personal preference. That's depends on what you want to do. This will go down to a 5.5, which is what I do for angle for caster. On Horizon FM7, I do a 7.1 and or something like that, or 5.7. So it's actually go like this, but actually we'll try with that. See how it goes from there. I might leave the weight of the anterior wheels for now. I kind of do want to put the ride height up a bit. So suspension is definitely important to use. So for now I'll leave that. Dampener I'll leave as well. Brakes, if you're trying to left a brake, you definitely want to have that down a lot more than towards the front than to the rear. That way you're not straightening up the back end and causing yourself to possibly lose on the competition. So in the deceleration, I have been doing to a 50. Oops. Went way down. Still went way down. So that is roughly my setup for what I do. We'll see how it looks. So it doesn't look that high. So a 50 rule up to the side. Okay, yeah, no, definitely there's not much. Definitely have to play around with the gearing. Oop. So that is just a little bit of what I do. Again, this video is mostly on does the C8 Corvette have the dual suspension, and it sure does. So I pretty much have answered the question to myself, maybe to others as well who are wanting to see if this will be able to drift. I think it will be able to drift the more fine-tuning you do with it. Definitely I will be doing that more off screen. I don't want to give away my tune. It's not really mine. I got it from a fellow teammate, and then I sort of tweaked it into being my own, but it's 100% mine. It's from the other person, so I do thank him for that. For why I'm not showing it on live video or recording video of my tune, because I use this tune on all my vehicles, whether it's the C8 Corvette, I use it on my M3 BMW, I've used it on the M5 BMW, and then I go in and sort of fine tune a bit more. But hopefully you have enjoyed this video. I know it is a little short, but it was just to see if it had the just suspension. But I might make another more coming up of the Corvette with its final tune. It won't be shared if I do make the video, so definitely is a no for sharing the tune. If I do share it, it would be locked. You won't be able to see what I do. But hopefully you've enjoyed. Without further ado, this is Drip7 signing out. Peace, and keep straightening them